Welcome to ETH Daily, a daily briefing on the latest in Ethereum. Here's your latest for Tuesday, May 26, 2026. LIFI launches LIFI Intents built on the Open Intents framework. Ethereum researchers introduce recent roots for frame transactions. Biconomy releases the Smart Batching SDK. And Base launches Base MCP. All this and more starts right after this message. ETHConf lands in New York City June 8th through 10th. Join over 5,000 attendees and 150 speakers shaping Ethereum, stablecoins, and digital asset policy. Get your tickets at ETHConf.com. Use code ETHDAILY for 30% off general and 20% off VIP. LIFI launched LIFI Intents, a full-stack intent execution engine built directly on the Open Intents framework, the Ethereum Foundation-led initiative for standardizing cross-chain intents. LIFI Intents runs on the Open Intents framework reference contracts. Intents are signed constraints that allow users to outsource execution to a competitive solver network. LIFI's users can now access fast, frictionless cross-chain transfers powered by OIF-compatible solvers. LIFI Intents brings better user experience to stablecoin payments, real-world asset frontends, regulated fintech products, and wallets. The Open Intents framework, launched by the Ethereum Foundation in February 2025 with 30-plus contributing teams, provides modular components for building intent-based applications, composable smart contracts, an open-source solver, and standard interfaces. A new EIP co-authored by Thomas Thury, Tony Warstrader, and Vitalik Buterin aims to address one of the remaining blockers for native censorship-resistant privacy on Ethereum. EIP 8272, coined Recent Roots for Frame Transactions, resolves an issue where privacy transactions need recent state, but the Ethereum mempool won't let them read it. EIP 8272 enables private transactions to reference a recent commitment tree root directly inside the transaction envelope, allowing Ethereum clients to verify the root at the protocol level before execution, with no arbitrary storage reads required. As a result, private transactions can get fossil inclusion guarantees without breaking mempool safety. The EIP builds on Frame Transactions EIP 8141 and is targeted for Hegota. Biconomy launched the Smart Batching SDK, a TypeScript developer toolkit built on ERC 8211 that lets developers write multi-step flows that resolve values at execution time rather than at signing time. ERC 8211 makes transaction parameters dynamic, allowing complex multi-step workflows to be encoded as a single signed batch. The SDK unlocks use cases like swap cascades that supply the exact output, dustless sweeps, leveraged loops, and cross-chain flows. The SDK is also account agnostic and works with ERC 7579, ERC 6900, and ERC 7702. The batches are atomic and no custom solidity is required. And lastly, Base launched Base MCP, a server that connects AI agents to a Base account, enabling on-chain actions to be executed directly from AI chat interfaces. Once installed, agents can transfer funds, swap tokens, track portfolio balances, view transaction history, and interact with Base ecosystem apps. Users still review and confirm transactions for their Base account before they are executed on-chain by the agent. Private keys never touch the MCP server. Base MCP is now live with initial skill plugins for Morpho, Uniswap, Aerodrome, Avantis, Banker, and Virtuals. In other news, ETH Daily is going to be live with the Ethereum Foundation on X on Wednesday, May 27th at 4 p.m. UTC. You can join us on x.com/ETH Daily. L2B adds a privacy page, and BitMine now holds 5.39 million Ether. This has been a roundup of today's top news stories in Ethereum. You can support this podcast by subscribing and following us at ETH Daily. Also subscribe to our newsletter at ethdaily.io.